I think the request that was made by someone from the public that we all speak and put on the record what our feelings are about putting this on the vote in November and our motivations, whatever they might be, one way or the other. I think that's inappropriate. I think we as elected officials do owe that to the community to make it clear where we stand on these things. So I would like to volunteer to do that. And everything that I heard from anybody who was out asking for signatures, I was not out a lot, but I did go out some. The experience I had was exactly the same as what I heard from everybody else, which is that people couldn't sign fast enough. A few people, I had one person who said, no, develop however high you want to, and they didn't particularly want to put it on the ballot one way or the other. But everybody else said, of course we need to vote on this, and yes, we are very concerned about the flavor of our city, and put it to a vote. I am less concerned about the outcome of the vote and very concerned about the process, because as I've said repeatedly up here, I completely agree with the philosophy that Mr. Waters has put forth for us, that we need to make a level playing field for development in this city. We need economic development, and we need to make it very clear to developers what you can do in the community, what you can't do in the community. And that way we will get good development that enhances our community and enhances us economically. The key piece is that it has to be something, and this is subjective, it has to be something that enhances our community. Not some community up in Timbuktu or in Michigan or in California or anywhere else. It's what this community wants to see in its community, where we are. And that means there has to be, in that process of bringing the charter, the zoning, the land use regulations, all the different pieces, bringing them consistent so that they speak clearly to developers. But the message that's embodied in that body of law and policy has to be something that has a very solid support in the community. And I think what we have seen without any doubt from this signature gathering process in less than a month was that the community has very strong feelings about this, and they want to have their feelings heard. And they were not at all happy that 2 votes of their commission, 3 commissioners said, no, you can't vote on it. I think we want to do the right thing. It's been pointed out that we can put it on the ballot in November. That gets the most people out. Well, the best way to do a survey is get the largest sample size, so that would argue for November. It saves money. And there's a concern that people don't understand. They're confused. They don't know what they're voting on. I did not sense any of that confusion at all in the community. I myself did not use any graphic images. I used simply the charter amendment, the petition as it stands. That's all I had. And a map that said where is 35 feet and 45 feet. And that was more than sufficient for anybody. And I think most people who were out petitioning did the same thing. And that, you didn't need to use any scare tactics. At this point, between now and November, anybody who has any interest in whichever way they want people to vote on it is welcome to do an educational campaign and let people know. And people are in a position that they can say, look, Lake Worth will never have any economic development. If we don't go up to X height, we'll just go broke. Or they can put out other alternatives. We can develop economically through the Park of Commerce or this way or that way or whatever. There's plenty of time to clarify what the issue is. It's not a very complicated issue.
Thank you. Any other commissioner comments? We have a motion on the floor from Commissioner Mulvihill, seconded by Commissioner McVoy. Yes. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay.
Motion fails 2-3.